Arrived. Oh, technical troubles. What a day. What a day. It is Friday. Yay. And we are here to look at tech neck and that whole neck, back, and shoulder discomfort that we get as we work away on our devices, zooming all day. Yes, there's my co-host squeaking away. Come say hi. Get it over with. Come on. This is Mr. Maximilian, my co-host, here to spread love. Remind you, it's all about love at the end of the day. Take breaks to play. Yes, these are the messages. And enjoy the moments. Thank you. Thank you for your special message. Now, back to your usual programming. I'm just going to ramble a little bit while folks roll in here. And say hello in the comments, please. Let me know where in the world you're joining from. Even if you're watching the replay, if you're not here live, go ahead and drop a comment and let us know. Say, hey, 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 so that we know you are around. And I am just getting the presentation set up here. I am going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm going to talk to you about. Oh, that's what I'm doing right now. Pain relief for busy bodies. The WISE pain-free vitality programming. I'm going to give you some terrific tips for unwinding your neck, back, and shoulder tension and preventing that pain during your day-to-day and how simple it can be. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you about something spectacular, a spectacular opportunity, AKA an offer for you. So you can jump off the call if you're not interested in that. But I'm so excited to be able to do these presentations, even when there are tech troubles, even when the computer won't let me on, even when my mouth isn't matching the sound that's coming out, even when I go live and there's no video, but there's sound, or when I go live and there's no sound, but there's video. This is how it rolls. And I'm just so honored. It's truly a blessing to help people move out of pain. Now, if you don't know me yet, I'm Wendy S Wiseman, Wiseman Integrative, based in Folsom, California, home of happier, healthier humans around the world, serving globally online. And that is the mission, is to create a better world together as happier, healthier humans, come what may, day by day. It's about choosing joy and integrating practices for resilience so that we don't go and freak out when life throws us the curveballs that life will throw us. You know, when life has us dumpster fire dancing, when life tosses us in the tsunami of stuff that life gives us, these challenges that we may grow. And so we practice these practices to boost our ability to show up as happier, healthier humans, to spread joy for ourselves, for others, which ripples forth, creating a better world. Yes. I am not just your goofy guide and moving motivator. I am a neuromuscular pain relief specialist. I'm a certified health coach, a certified massage therapist, a certified personal trainer, a human movement specialist, a behavior change specialist, senior fitness specialist, mobility, flexibility, stretching, flexibility, mobility training. What else do I have on there? I've got a lot of certifications and specialist things over my over 3 decades of professional experience doing this work, which includes some personal trials of deterioration, falling apart in my 40s. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. But I brought myself back, and now it is my mission to help others reclaim physical vitality. Yes, that youthful vigor. As we past 35 into the 40s, our body's systems change and change the way we process, and we lose a lot of that youthful spring back and, carefree ability. We have to be a little bit more careful about how we're tending our garden, nurturing our needs to support our knees and our joints and our journey forward. If we want independent, active longevity, you've got to take action in your 30s and 40s. And yeah, when I was falling apart, I was like, I'm not even 50 yet. This is not going anywhere pleasant. And I worked on people during the lockdown that, they had shifted their workspaces to kitchen tables where the ergonomics were all not beneficial for the body. And they would just work, zoom, trying to connect, zoom. And then they'd come in and literally this one guy's back felt like cement. I was like, when's the last time, right? How often do you raise your arms over your head? She's like, oh, I can't really remember the last time. And they're even making kitchens with storage down low now because forbid we lift our arms up. We used to climb and pick fruit and throw things and dance with wild abandon around fires with drums. It's time to reintegrate some of these basic playful behaviors into our everyday being. Movement is required for life. Exercise is not required. It helps boost your well-being and your systems, your circulation and your strength and your balance. It's not required. It's a form of movement. Movement is required for life. Breathing, circulation, cellular mitosis from conception into the cells coming through and feeding the nutrients into the cells that make you who you are. So the more we move, the more things move through. And I'll touch base on that. But right now, let's tune in while my screen share starts to load here. And let's take a moment, to tune in. Breathe in through the nose and hold it for a moment and breathe out through the mouth. Your eyes can be open or closed. Please don't close them if you're driving. You shouldn't be watching this if you're driving anyhow. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feeling how the breath refreshes, renews, revitalizes you. In through the nose. In. Hold it. Seeping out with a smile, maybe a sigh. Vocalizing is good. The vibration is good. Smiling is good for you. It releases feel-good hormones, endorphins, and stimulates not only your good feeling, but those around you too. It is good for the world. It's the right kind of contagious. Yes? Smiling, laughter, joy. And it's a choice. Just like sitting like this over your computer, not moving, doing things like this, or looking at your phone like this is a choice when you could very easily do this. Yes? So, did you enjoy the feeling of breathing and smiling? Those are the 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime. Not just when something goes at you, but also when you're like, oh, okay, breathe, smile, generate some joy. Okay, back to work, right? Can be that quick. Breathe, smile, joy. Think about it. Mm-hmm. If you're having trouble popping that joy up, you can think about something, some person, place, thing, food, or I can always think about the mountains or Max when I come home, when I've been gone, that unbridled, effervescent enthusiasm. Oh, yes! So it's also good to combine that with your great big why. The 3 tips to reset anywhere, anytime. You can't always lift your arms up like this. In fact, not all of you can lift your arms up like this. Not all of you have arms to lift up like this, but you can use this power pose, this victorious, accepting, opening, abundant, energizing position in your mind's eye, even when you can't lift your arms up. And every good coach will tell you to use your big why. Know your big why. And here's another form of it. Arms up to the sky. Now, that's not only a feel-good, powerful, abundant, opening, accepting position. It unwinds that down over desks and devices posture and starts to open this chest musculature, which helps unwind the neck back pain. Yes? Everybody's always like, Wendy, I hold all my stress here. I hold all my stress right here. Could you just fix it? Get it out. Get rid of these knots. Get rid of it. And I'm like, well, stop holding it for starters. Human, zoomies. Wiggle more. Just tiny little, you don't have to go, blah. Just tiny little wiggles and nods throughout the day. Yes. Tiny, you can start to integrate these in between all of your emails and things, and that keeps your tissues fresh, like I was talking about, keeps things moving through. And let's go ahead and look at the presentation that I have, the pretty slides that I have to illustrate some of these points. Here we go. And on with the show. If you're having fun, let me know in the comments. Say, hey, Wendy, hey. All right. It's good to have you here today. Let me just go ahead and click the present button. Full screen. No, let's hit present. There we go. Technology. While that loads, I will, I'm going to make it full screen. I don't know how to do it without my F11 button. All right, we'll just go with this. Maybe it is full screen. Sorry, I got distracted. There we go. It is fine. It's fine, Wendy. There's so many different tech things that I use to access things. Oh, look, it's moving right along on its own. Yeah. Just ask yourself, how are you going through life? With delicious coffee. As I said, in my 40s, I was falling apart, you know? I was 3-season athlete in high school. I played rugby in college before I got into the School of Dance. And, you know, I thought I was doing fine. And life has some rocky roads, right? Have you been just smooth sailing, thinking everything's fine, Wendy? And how do you feel about the road ahead? Like I said, I realized I'm not even 50 yet. What? I know where this is going, and it's not pretty. So, come on, little thing. There we go. I guess I have to use the mouse. I'll have to use the mouse. Which path are you on? Getting older or aging well? They both add years, but they don't both add the wear and tear in the same way and weigh on you in the same way. And it's your choice, right? I'm here to pave the way. Here's our journey today. We're going to look at the Wise Vitality Roadmap. This is the 3 phases that we journey through the foundations on in the various programs that are available. Depending on your personal need, they are personalized programs to help you through. Again, I'm Wendy of Wiseman Integrative. Now, if you don't know, Wise of the Wise with Wendy, it's not just about my name. It actually stands for something: wellness, integration, solution, essentials. So essentially, I focus on tools and techniques, practices that you can use anywhere, anytime for you, attending you Yay, another yay. You, activating you, another yay, yay. Without needing things, without needing to go somewhere specific. So many people's healthy lifestyle gets thrown off track because they travel and there wasn't a gym. Well, if you know how to do these things to take care of yourself without a gym or some special gadget, if you learn how to take care of yourself without all the things, you'll be well suited to take care of yourself lifelong, come what may. And once you set the foundations, you can springboard off into any kind of activity and know that you're set because your foundations are covered, right? So I'm your goofy guide, as you can tell, a moving motivator, a neuromuscular, myofascial, pain relief therapist, specialist, whatever you want to say. Here's my story from my 40s. I was falling apart. My arthritis was so bad because of how I was using my hands, without really being in what I was doing, because of my eating patterns, highly inflammatory eating, because I was overweight and stagnant and not moving enough and caught up in depression. I had been, walking around San Francisco in boots with my feet sloshing around and, not using the muscles well after having dance and athleticism in my younger days. So the muscles pulled in these strange tension patterns and I have foot pain. I was walking with a cane in my 40s, folks. Walking with a cane. I was categorized as obese. I was over 200 pounds. And I couldn't do my ponytail. It got so bad. I couldn't sleep. My neck pain, my neck range of motion was so bad. I could barely turn my neck. I'd have to turn my whole head. Turn my whole body. Words. So I decided to change. And that's what it takes, a decision. You have the awareness and you can just be aware of it and sit there and not do anything and complain about it. Or you can decide and you can take action, right? If you want to design your dream life, you have to dream it, decide, and do it. So I just adopted playful practices. The first burpee I did almost killed me. My heart went, and I was like, okay, that's not the way. As we're in our 40s and 50s, we can't adapt these exercise programs that the 20-year-olds and the early 30-year-olds can just jump right into. You have to condition yourself for conditioning, kind of, right? So there are different concerns because the tissues aren't as resilient. They're not as springy and you can just tear them apart. I see it all the time. People jump into some fad workout and wreck themselves and then end up having surgery because they tore something, because they jumped into something they weren't prepared for. I see it every spring and every fall when people go back to skiing after not keeping up their conditioning. Here's me, 2016, driving the bus because I was too depressed to do body work and work with people one-to-one. But this kept me moving. In a call center or something, I would have been even more depressed in a cubicle. And I'm back to myself. Yes, thriving at 55 plus. That's my category now. And on a mission to be my strongest ever by 65. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm here to help people stop normalizing these pains. As I'm doing outreach now for these programs, people are like, oh, I don't have any pain problems. And I'm like, well, everybody I know complains about their neck, their sore, tense neck, their stiff back, their creaky, sore knees, their foot pain, my feet hurt, And then when I point that out to people, they're like, oh, yeah, me too. But it's these ideas we have about pain. Right? And it's like, oh, I don't have any of that. We just accept these as a part of life. And it's not supposed to be like that, folks. I remember the brain fog I had that I thought was normal. Now when I slip into it, sometimes I'm like, I cannot believe I used to think this was just the way it is. Because it's not. There's so much more to life. And you can have the fun, loving freedom that you crave. You stop normalizing the fact that deterioration comes with aging. It doesn't have to. Not in the way that we're using our bodies and letting our bodies grind apart and fall apart, We're actually just grinding them down by not moving well, by not taking these simple steps to support our system functioning for our survival. And unfortunately, as miraculous as modern medicine is on so many levels, too many doctors reinforce this. They're like, oh, it's just arthritis. You're just getting older. Here, take some ibuprofen and, ice it. But that's not what's causing the arthritis in the first place, is the imbalanced tension patterns and not using your body well, which is causing the joints to not function well, and the food you're eating is adding to the inflammation. So, it's this whole other mixology of things. It is not just getting older, folks. Stop normalizing the neck and back tension, the back pain, the foot pain, the joint pain, the deterioration that the convenience of modern life is causing. There we go, soapbox. Are you going to choose to be the stagnant poison puddle? I told you there were going to be pretty visuals. The stagnant poison puddle. Sitting is not the new smoking. I mean, it's a really catchy phrase and it's helping a lot of people move more, but it's the stagnation. It's the lack of movement. Ancient cultures for centuries have been sitting all day, every day on the ground, balancing their energetic being with the planetary energies that we're cut off from in our engineered environments and shoes. Sitting with their hips and knees and ankles flexed and, all of these multiple positions and frequent position changes. So it's not the sitting, it's the way we sit. It's the way we sit still. It's the way we slump into positions and hold them for prolonged period of time until we become like the stagnant poison puddle. I have chosen to become and live as the fresh bubbling spring, and you too can choose this path. Yes? Right? Let's go back to what I was talking about, the little wiggles, when you're in the human zoom zombie, you can adapt a little bit of the dog zoomies, right? Shake it out. Zebras kick it out when they escape the lion. Dogs do the zoomies when they're either super excited or they're relieving the stress of having missed you for so long. And we humans, we're just silly stress hoarders. We just keep adding more and more and more. So when you shake it out, that is a terrific tip for taming your tech, neck, and back pain. Folks, be more like the fresh bubbling spring. Maybe be a little bobblehead from time to time during your day. Bobble, 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 bobble. Doesn't have to be some big movement, some special exercise. The way we stretch is often pulling our tense, tight muscles apart. It's actually detrimental in our attempts to help and be healthier. We're actually doing things that are detrimental to our bodies because of the way we're doing it. So, are you going to choose dismay, the way of dismay, or the way of yay? It's up to you. And I'm here to help. I am, because pain and tension and stress are all a part of life. I was talking about this before. If you came in late, catch the replay. Essential at a cellular level, essential for standing up, essential for moving, essential for just being who we are. Stress, tension, and pain are all required for life. It is the way we accumulate it, the way we think about it. Pain is an essential signal for survival. It's not good. It's not bad. It doesn't mean I'm dying. It doesn't mean I'm falling apart. It doesn't mean, oh my God, I better stop moving. No, it just means, hey, pay attention. What's going on here? You got to check this out because you may or may not be in danger. That's all it is. It's a signal to get your attention. So when we ignore it, when we mask it, when we just want it to go away, we're doing ourselves a grand disservice. Tune into your pain. What is this trying to say? Get curious. Investigate. Test the boundaries. Am I okay? I made an infographic a couple years ago. NAB pain. Notice, assess, breathe, pause. address. and something I can't recall the I and the N, but I'll have to find that infographic. But when we start integrating these practices of daily wellness and stop just wanting it to go away and digging at our back, when a lot of times it's the tightness in the front that's creating that tension in the back. So again, the way we're addressing it is doing us a disservice and compounding the problem. So here are the foundations, the formula for fun-loving freedom, wise life. M3 is the foundations: move, meal, and mind. Without balancing the three, you'll become unhappy and unhealthy. Probably a lot of billion-dollar fit pros have come up about how either their mental health or their eating practices were, something was they were killing themselves inside, even though they looked fabulous. They were making billions of dollars, right? So that's the balancing. You have to have these three foundations. And then the phases I mentioned that we go through, the journey, the phases of attention, activation, and adaptation. Because as I said, awareness, you can just sit there and, be aware of it and not do anything. But until you direct your attention towards moving into action, if you think about it as like, okay, there's a door, that's nice. Well, I'm going to gaze towards that door. As infants, our gaze is what helps us roll over and what helps us learn to move. And it's a righting reflex where we, you can practice following your eyes. So if you're thinking about this as a door, your attention draws you toward the door. The activation phase is you moving towards and through the door into action. Adaptation is, well, maybe you have to shimmy sideways a little bit because the door doesn't open all the way. Or maybe the door is really heavy and you have to exert a little more force. Maybe you have to ask for a little help. Adaptation phase, life's little detours, challenges, and obstacles on the way that help us grow. Being prepared to be more resilient so that we don't just dump the journey like so many of the other things you may have tried. I specialize in helping people get results where other methods haven't quite gotten the lasting relief that they're after, haven't quite created that result that they want. So let's go, huh? We want to be happier. We want to be healthier. We want to be human being in what we're doing. Yeah? So make your choice. Are you going to be a frustrated, feel old folk, a cranky complainer, or a happier, healthier human? Whee! All right. So this is free for the next couple of days. It is going to have a membership fee on the 1st. That's right. It is going to have the pain solution programs and access to me, of course. But we're here to talk about the pain is a pain in the ass for yourself from the ground up. From the ground up. There you go. Ask for your special gift. And now we will have some Q&A. I will stop sharing and throw some other things up. So did you catch the tips for the tech neck back pain? How to end your tech neck back pain naturally is to tune in to being in what you're doing, right? To move more, stop looking for fixes. Pay attention to the pain signals. Yeah, move more, wiggle a little bit. You've seen me on these lives. I go live every day. Taming Your Tension Today, there's a broadcast. And you'll see that I move a lot and I do the big Y. And it's very important unwinding these patterns. If you're always like this, start to unwind it and recognize that this is a journey. It's not a quick fix. Quick fixes don't last, folks. That's right. Aw, TV went to sleep. Yes, it's time to go. So let me throw up a QR code for you to book a call. I gotta make this here real quick. So tell me, what are your top takeaways? Oh, great. It didn't even save the link. We'll make this one. Here we go. Founders Access Pass. There are a couple of these left. And you get access to all of the communities and me coaching. You get the 12-week transformation program, personalized programming, access to the ongoing community cohorts, the 30-day cohorts that we'll be going through for the lifetime of the community. Peak Vitality. You can check it out at mastery.wisewithwendy.com. And it's not showing. Come on, tech. We're having fun here, aren't we, today? There we go. That's back. That makes me feel better. Yes. So I will watch for your key takeaways in, why is this not showing? Oh, it's up in the corner. It's the little one. I put the wrong one. Silly me. Scan that QR code. There it goes. That one for the Founders Access. And join me tomorrow or Sunday for more about this. If you have any questions, you can bring them to me then. And yes, hit me up. Let's see. What is the go? What is the go? go.wisewithwendy.com insight call. There it is. There it is. Hey. All right. I am drifting away with the end of this presentation because I have these fabulous new ways for you to reach me that I hadn't set in the system yet. They will be, I'll have nice little tiles for them tomorrow. Here we go. Here is the insight call. Come on. Thank you. Aha. There we go. And yes. So I'm super excited because pain is a pain in the ass. We don't want more stress and pain in our life. Drains the wallet, reduces your work performance, and just, crushes your well-being. And that crushes your joy of life. So here we go. Book an insight call. I did it. Yay. It is important to appreciate your accomplishments. There is an accomplishment for me. 2 of them, actually. I got 2 of them done. Not quite the way I wanted to, but there you have it. Put more yay in every day. It's, yes, the big why is a wonderful way to do that. It's just when you catch yourself caught in those, oh, I'm so tense, I'm so full of knots, that thinking pattern. Change the script. Instead of bemoaning your situation, ask yourself, how can I feel better right now? Just a little bit. How can I just feel just a little bit better? And remember that you can do that when you breathe, smile, and enjoy. That, my friends, is a great way to make it a great day. The wise way. So go forth, enjoy, and I'll see you soon.